Soldiers of Shoot.
Edwards here at Blading for Truth on Twitter. WWE Stomping Grounds pay-per-view, specifically main event. Our hero does it again. What great storytelling by the WWE. I saw a lot of buzz last night about the big main event with the big special guest referee. Interesting thing to note, I didn't watch the pay-per-view. I saw buzz about the letdown and disappointment of the main event. So I decided to watch the match for myself. Apparently the undercard was really good. People were out there saying, watch the first 5 matches, the last 3, the back end of the show, not so good. So I ended up watching the big, much hyped over the past couple weeks, Baron Corbin, Seth Rollins storyline come to an end. And I guess what the WWE was trying to do was tell the hero's story, but it wasn't a hero story. It was a hero story. Such nonsense anymore. It's everywhere. This is everywhere. And I'm sure you clicked this and maybe thought I was going to go in a different direction. But I have to get this out because, all right, you have this story going on with Baron and Seth Rollins. It's for the title. They could have gone anywhere. They could have gone anywhere with Baron Corbin selecting someone. Okay? And yes, I know the story that's being told right now. Seth Rollins has an edge to him. He's taken everybody out. He's taken everybody out with his chair. He's like Stone Cold 3.0. And I say 3.0 because 2.0 has already been taken by her. So Stone Cold 3.0 is taking all these people out that Corbin is going to have as his referee. And, all right, this is twofold here. Okay, number one, the fact that Corbin chose Lacey makes sense in a way. The heel outsmarts the babyface. And the babyface is not going to hit a woman. I'm fine with that. But what I'm not fine with, and what the rest of the people in the arena weren't fine with, is that this whole story was all about Becky Lynch in the end. And yes, I know they were chanting Becky, 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 but they knew it was coming because the giveaway was Lacey Evans. How do you ruin this storyline like this? You put time into something and you know what the end is going to be. Prime example, as soon as Lacey came out, the crowd chanted Becky. Now, for the rest of the 18 minutes of the match, they were chanting things like, this is stupid, AEW, let's go Cena, Cena sucks, CM Punk. This is what happens when you don't have an ending in place that is going to please your audience. It was all about Becky Lynch. You took your main title, you took your main storyline and made it about Becky Lynch. Again. She bailed her man out. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. This is ridiculous. This is to a point of ridiculousness already. All right, so let me break this down a little bit. I thought the match and the story that was being told in the match was good. I did. I thought Lacey Evans was a natural, totally comfortable in this role. Slow counting for Seth, quick counting for Baron. Excellent. In between the spots, she was excellent. Giving Seth the business, if you will. Talking to Corbin in between. I loved the count out spot. She got to 7 or 8 and looks at Seth, She knows Corbin isn't getting up. She stops the count, calls the announcer over and says, make this a no count out match. Same thing happens with the chair, make this a no DQ match. She did excellent in this spot. So kudos to Lacey Evans. But it all culminates with Becky. They think that Becky is going to get Seth Rollins over. That's the story they told last night. It takes Becky to get her boyfriend over. That's the story they told last night. In these eyes of this wrestling fan. By the way, you can follow me on Twitter @BladingForTruth. Tweet me. Let me know if I'm wrong. Becky is bigger than the Universal title, than your main event program. She's bigger than everything. She's bigger than your champion. She's bigger than your main champion. The worst thing, I will say this right now, the worst thing that could have happened for Seth Rollins' career is dating Becky Lynch. He made that decision. And now Vince is going to have some fun with this, boy. Swig of coffee. Stomping Grounds. Apparently it was a good show. But boy, oh boy, I turned this main event on and I'm like, you knew what the ending was going to be as soon as Lacey came out. Now, what could they have done to avoid that? In my opinion, they could have done anything. Maybe before the match starts, if he actually chose a man and maybe it was Drew McIntyre. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe it was Bobby Lashley. You could pick anybody. You could go in the past and dig up somebody to come out in this spot. You could have swerved it somehow, where Baron Corbin had egg on his face. You could have put the title on Baron Corbin. And I know people hate Baron Corbin, but you could have done that. Instead, they went the women route again. So this show closes with our hero, Becky Lynch. And oh, by the way, did anybody get the impression that they aren't actually dating? I mean, how freaking weird were they at the end of the match? They're raising each other's hands and they're kind of hugging each other. It didn't seem like they were in a romantic relationship, did it? I'm not saying it's a work. I'm saying they suck. They have no on-screen chemistry together. None. Zero. And I know, whatever, they're dating or, it's a new relationship or whatever. But Vince decides to put this on screen. They have zero chemistry together. Zero. As a matter of fact, what I saw at the end of this match should have been like the way they were acting, because they were so terrible and they have no chemistry together on screen. That should have been something that would have led to them dating. That's how bad it looked. They're hugging each other. They're kind of touching each other. Like, to me, it looked like if Becky was Seth's little sister. This wasn't a relationship. I mean, jeez, this company sucks. This company has just lost its way. So they tell this whole story. They actually tell a story on Raw for a few weeks. And the payoff ends with the girlfriend bailing out the man. Or I'm sorry, the man bailing out the man. I'm sorry, the man that's a woman is bailing out the man. Is anybody else tired of this? This is your main event. It's your main title. Oh my God. And everybody knew it was coming, and that's why the chant started up. Everybody knew it was going to be a piece of shit. And they were right. So WWE Defenders Oh, this is great storytelling. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It was awful. It was awful. It was fine until the awfulness started when Becky actually came out and hit the ring. Took out Lacey Evans, and then, oh, by the way, just throw the whole story out and have John Cone slide in the ring so Seth can hit his finisher and count the 1, 2, 3. That's not the way you tell a hero story. That's how you tell a hero story. Congratulations, WWE. Another company doing this, and they can't get enough of it, and it's running rampant in entertainment right now. It is running rampant, and it is losing people. We'll see what their Raw rating is tonight after the big pay-per-view, because they always spike just a little bit after every pay-per-view. We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. This isn't going to spike to what they think it's going to spike to. Nobody wants to see this shit anymore. I, for one, do not want to see this shit anymore. So her bailed out the hero. The hero bailed out the hero. Great. Awesome. Good job, WWE. Good job, Becky. Good job, Seth. Way to burn it down. Way to burn it down. Stupid. I'll go back to the beginning. The first chant, this is stupid. Nailed it. 100%. I'm on Twitter at Blading for Truth. Soldiers of Shoot.
Soldiers of Shoot.